What's up, clankers? Welcome back to this video. Today I'm starting a new series, a series so good it needs no introduction. This is Brushes and Battles, where bi-weekly, I'm going to be looking at the games I've played, the models I've done, a sort of vlog series documenting my hobby process. This is in no way inspired by Ian's Battle, or Jay over there, and the fantastic videos he does, and please don't sue me. But essentially, the weeks are rolling by really quickly for me. I'm struggling to remember, did I paint this week? What did I play last week? And so I thought it'd be nice to sort of document, even just for myself, what I'm up to. The games, the battles, the fun times, the crazy dice rolls, the sort of progress I'm making with my hobby and painting skills. So yeah, welcome. Today, I want to talk about quite a sad topic to start with, which is my Blood Angels army. I've decided I'm going to sell it. It's been an army I've been building for sort of 6 months now. I'll hopefully have some images on screen of what they look like. It's a real pride and joy. It's a heavily converted army. I used a lot of Tyranid parts on the bases, inspired by the Space Marine 2 game, to try and give my models as much sort of punch and flavour and dynamic poses as possible. So it's a real army that's personal to me. And I think it's quite unique. It's sort of one of one in that way. So it's a real shame to let it go. But sadly, I've just not seen the 40k tabletop for sort of 3 or 4 months now. So it seems silly to sit on this, nicely painted army that would fetch a pretty penny for me and they can go towards other hobby projects. So I'm very sad to see it go, but I've spent this week documenting and filming and sort of taking lots of nice photos of it. So I at least have the memories and the credit I can keep in the future. So sadly, that's been a game that's on the way out. But then what's been fun this week is Star Wars Unlimited, which is a trading card game, if you don't know, that is inspired by the Star Wars universe. And there's been a new sort of season come out this week. You probably can't see them at all. But Legends of the Force came out, which is a Jedi updated expansion to the game. So it's a real heavy Force and Jedi focus. It's got loads of cool characters. Everyone you love has sort of got an awesome card. They've done some amazing artwork for Mace Windu and Yoda and stuff like that. And that's been a lot of fun. Been playing 2 or 3 pre-releases where you get sort of a box of 6 packs and you have to build a deck out of that. Done a couple of drafts. It's just been really fun sort of playing around and experimenting with my mates, trying to get, cool fun decks going and learning sort of a new aspect of the game. It's always exciting when fresh blood comes in. My only sort of gripe with the game is it seems real control and sort of resource heavy. A lot of green and blue decks which just focus on building up their resources and just playing cards that just clear you off the board without sort of much interaction, which is a shame because I love games like sort of Kill Team and Star Wars Shatterpoint where it's all about interaction person to person. So this being my first sort of trading card game, it does feel like this season's going to be a bit uninteractive. And then finally, that does bring me on to Star Wars Shatterpoint, which is a game my friend and I have been absolutely obsessed with for the last couple of months. It's pretty much all we've sort of bought and painted and built. It's a crazy game. It's sort of the most similar to Kill Team in the 40k world, but entirely different. It doesn't use dice with sort of generic pips. It uses a bit like the old sort of 40k scatter dice where you've got symbols on every side of the dice. They mean different things. You don't really wound or kill any models in Star Wars Shatterpoint. It's all about shoving and pulling your models and capturing objectives and moving to the next one. It's about speed and it's about interacting with the opponent. And in a game of 40k where you can sort of end on turn 4 and have 2 models left, Shatterpoint, it's very rare you remove any models during the game. So it's really fun for that way. It's completely different to anything I've played throughout my life. I've always been a Games Workshop, fanboy. So it's cool sort of seeing, testing the waters, seeing the exotic offerings out there of other companies like Atomic Mass Games. But yeah, that's been an awful lot of fun. This week I finished off my Obi-Wan Kenobi squad. So it's Obi in his full clone armor rebels uniform with his 212th doing the cool peace pose. He doesn't really like peace that much. He's quite keen on killing stuff, I'd say. But he was super fun to paint. Did a little bit of OSL glow on him. which is nice. That was quite easy going over white. And then the 2/12th, I went for a really heavy, battle-worn sort of weathered look, as if they've been fighting for weeks and Kenobi's had to join them out in the field. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they've come out. I think it would look a little better if I'd used sort of streaking grime, whereas I was just using contrast paints, because I don't have streaking grime right now. But yeah, no, super happy with them. Shatterpoint's an incredibly fun game. I'm going to be working more on my Mando kill team for the next couple of weeks, I think. I've almost done the Armorer and Paz Vizsla, and then I've got some Covert Mandalorians and some Clan Crease to get painted up. So they seem super fun. They're super about movement, and they're sort of like the Eldar. They're quite squishy, but they're good at moving, they're good at hitting hard. So that should be a super fun team to play, I think. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, watching me ramble. As I say, it's my first time doing sort of a vlog series. I thought it would be nice, even just for myself, to have documented footage of what I'm doing, and so something I can look back on at the progress I've made with painting, that sort of thing. So thank you for listening to me prattle on. Very much appreciate the support. Please let me know in the comments if you play any of these games, especially like Star Wars Unlimited, if you've found that it's been a little bit of a boring season. I'd appreciate that feedback. Let me know if I'm crazy or not. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!